She's 18 and legal. She's retarded.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass.
Pilgrim!
What's up, boys?
I can't see shit in this fucking thing.
Dude, you're looking good. You're looking ready, dude. You're looking like you're prepared for some shit to go down.
Oh, dude, always, buddy.
Where do you get that at?
The drugstore.
Well, that's for weed, or is that for...
Yes, sir. Yeah, see, that's where the bong goes.
I wonder if you could adapt one of those for like.
No, yeah. If you were to get like the carbon filters and put it on there, it would work.
You could use a paint mask as a good alternative. I heard before too, like the kind of mask the painters.
Yeah,
wear.
paint respirators.
My first experience with one of those was with TJ and Ricky. From you remember
Let's
Ricky?
go, dude.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I remember these guys too.
That was my first experience with that. But he had like this one from like Army surplus.
Oh
like,
shit!
It had a huge tube connected to it. Like I was sitting over here just minding my business with it on. He was on the other side of the couch, doing and putting whatever he wanted in. You know, and it was not fun. It wasn't a good experience for me.
Oh yeah, dude. These things.
But
are
I got my
rough,
respect that
dude.
night. I got my respect that night for being, you know.
Did you feel intimidated at all at any point? You were kind of scared a little bit?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh no, I broke it.
You can say that. I was maybe 14, and these dudes were like out of high school. These were the dudes that would bully me on the football team before. But yeah,
Football, Chris.
I played for a little bit, and then they put me on the line. I was like, "Yeah, I'm too small for this."
Dude, that's how it was. Yeah,
dude, the Putin interview is on right now, guys.
Half the people that you would tell like how our high school football experience went, it's almost as if it's lies, because like people's positions that they were in that were like 5'7", 180 pounds linemen.
It's because Coach Dalton was in charge of that shit back when I tried out.
He's a cheerleader at LSU.
Was that a soundboard I did?
Sure. No,
is this that new Ben Shapiro rap song?
We're gonna do it. We're gonna pull it
dude,
up.
this is the Putin interview. It's happening right now.
The following is an interview
right
with
now?
the President of Russia,
Yes,
Vladimir
I can get it
Putin,
on.
shot February 6th,
couldn't get it on
7 p.m. in the building behind us, which is
X or
of course, the
Tucker's
Kremlin.
website.
The interview, as you will see if you watch it, is
Yeah, they're
primarily
trying to
about
not let
the
him
war
back in the United
progress, the war
States.
in Ukraine, how it
Really?
started, what's happening.
I didn't hear about that.
and
Yeah,
most
they're trying
pressingly,
to
how
say
it might
because
end. One note before
they're
you
trying
watch.
to keep Tucker out of
At the
America
beginning of the
now.
interview, we asked the
For
most
interviewing
obvious
Putin.
question, which is why did you do
They don't want
Did you
they
feel
don't
a
want
threat,
people to have
even a
like
physical threat?
something that goes
And
against
that's your
what
justification.
they
And
want
the
us
answer
to
we
think
got
about Putin.
shocked us.
Pause it real quick.
Putin went on for a
Do you think
very
if we
long
go to
time.
different thing that's streaming it, dude? Find me something that's streaming it better, because this
This is fun. No, this is good. But just like whenever you talk, you know, let's talk about it before we play it, since it's not live. Dude, we were just talking about this earlier. We were like, man, if we went live, that'd be dope if they released this.
Yeah,
Boom.
they're trying to not let him back in America. I couldn't tell you exactly why, but if that's true, dude, we're fucked. Freedom of the press just went down the drain.
Dude, they're gonna Andrew Tate his ass, man.
Oh, fuck.
I don't know. I'm sure he'll be fine.
Yeah, I feel like they're trying to do as much as I'm not. The Ukraine invasion situation, there's deeper stuff behind that, from what I gather and understand. Like,
to be honest, I have zero idea
there's
about any of that.
There's $40 billion missing.
I heard there was another
apparently
$1
it was
billion
embezzled by it was embezzled by like 3 or 4 high-ranking officials in Ukraine, and they stole it.
That's so crazy, dude.
That's fucking wild, bro. If that's true, dude, all funding needs to stop. You can let it roll.
Yeah, I'm 100% behind ending any funding for overseas countries. To be 100%,
especially if the money's just getting stolen and not being used for what it's supposed to be used for.
Yeah, I didn't even know about that. I don't even know, but I'm sure a lot of that shit happens behind the scenes.
Yeah,
like Hunter Biden and his crack.
And it's probably a year or two old, and they're just now finding out that it happened.
Yeah.
I think that might have been the medical coke. That was medical coke they give to Biden in the White House too. Like,
medical coke.
He's always sleeping. Yeah, so they used to use cocaine for medicine too. If he's always sleeping, they're like, all right, get him up for a second, give him a little dose of that coke.
That's so crazy. In GTA 5, they say on the radio stations they're talking about legalizing medical cocaine.
Well, cocaine's legal. Cocaine's still legal just for the medical industry.
Really, what
it's only illegal for you and me.
It's like kind of shit. Like for them, it's okay, but for us, fuck us.
Dude, a law for thee, but not for me. That's what America's going to turn into. The rich are going to be able to do whatever they want because everything's just going to be able to be paid off. All right, let's see this Putin interview, guys.
History of Russia going back to the 8th century. And honestly, we thought this was a filibustering technique and found it annoying and interrupted him several times. And he responded he was annoyed by the interruption. But we concluded in the end, for what it's worth, that it was not a filibustering technique. There was no time limit on the interview. We ended it after more than 2 hours. Instead, what you're about to see seemed to us sincere, whether you agree with it or not. Vladimir Putin believes that Russia has a historic claim to parts of Western Ukraine. So our opinion would be to view it in that light as a sincere expression of what he thinks. And with that, here it is. Mr. President, thank you. On February 22nd, 2022, you addressed your country in the nation address when the conflict in Ukraine started.
He's never been interviewed by an
American guy. You said that you were acting because you had come to the conclusion that the United States, through NATO, might initiate a, quote, surprise attack on our country. And to American ears, that sounds paranoid. Tell us why you believe the United States might strike Russia out of the blue. How did you conclude that?
It's not that America, the United States, was going to launch a surprise strike on Russia. I didn't say that. Are we having a talk show or a serious conversation?
Here's the quote. Thank you. It's a formidable, serious talk.
Because your basic education is in history, as far as I understand.
Yes.
So if you don't mind, I will take only 30 seconds or 1 minute to give you a short reference to history for giving you a little historical background.
Please.
Let's look where our relationship with Ukraine started from. Where did Ukraine come from? The Russian state started gathering itself as a centralized statehood, and it is considered to be the year of the establishment of the Russian state in 862, when the townspeople of Novgorod invited a Varangian prince, Rurik, from Scandinavia to reign. In 1862, Russia celebrated the 1000th anniversary of its statehood. And in Novgorod, there is a memorial dedicated to the 1000th anniversary of the country. In 882, Rurik's successor, Prince Oleg, who was actually playing the role of regent at Rurik's younger son, because Rurik had died by that time, came to Kiev. He ousted two brothers who apparently had once been members of Rurik's squad. So Russia began to develop with two centers of power, Kiev and Novgorod. The next very significant date in the history of Russia was 988. This was the baptism of Russia, when Prince Vladimir, the great-grandson of Rurik, baptized Russia and adopted Orthodoxy or Eastern Christianity. From this time, the centralized Russian state began to strengthen. Why? Because of the single territory, integrated economic ties, one and the same language, and, after the baptism of Russia, the same faith and rule of the prince. The centralized Russian state began to take shape. Back in the Middle Ages, Prince Yaroslav the Wise introduced the order of succession to a throne. But after he passed away, it became complicated for various reasons. The throne was passed not directly from father to eldest son, but from the prince who had passed away to his brother, then to his sons in different lines. All this led to the fragmentation and the end of Rus as a single state.
Just a really quick note, 988 is when the baptism of Russia was. So I just want you to know, for context, this is going back over 1,000 years, okay? So just know where that is.
There was nothing special about it.
Guy.
The same was happening then in Europe. But the fragmented Russian state became an easy prey to the empire created earlier by Genghis Khan. His successors, namely Batu Khan, came to.
Are we following this pretty good, guys?
It's hard.
Yeah, for the most part, it's just.
I don't know any history of Russia, so I mean, this is
He's
all.
talking about all kinds of obscure history.
I stopped caring about world history in 1776.
He's going back to fucking thousands of years and shit. Like this, I mean,
plundered
he's like
all
short
the
30-second fucking thing. He's motherfucker's been going on for goddamn.
Yes, he said it's gonna be like, I have 30 seconds to tell you this.
I'm going to give you 30 seconds. My ass.
And this shit, he's talking about some shit from thousands of years ago when shit doesn't change.
He's like, you're pretty much, he's like, Tucker, you're a fucking stupid Westerner white person. Let me break this shit down so you understand.
Hey man, yeah, because we're not really taught like world history here.
Fuck no.
To the extent of that.
Lewis and Clark discovered this fucking whatever. I don't even remember any of that. You know, I mean, fuck, we aren't drilled like these motherfuckers over there probably were drilled as kids.
Yeah.
The southern part, including Kiev, by the way, and some other cities, simply lost independence, while northern cities preserved some of their sovereignty. They had to pay tribute to the horde, but they managed to preserve some part of their sovereignty. And then a unified Russian state began to take shape with its center in Moscow. The southern part of Russian lands, including Kiev, began to gradually gravitate towards another magnet, the center that was emerging in Europe. This was the Grand Duchy of Lithuania. It was even called the Lithuanian Russian Duchy, because Russians were a significant part of this population. They spoke the old Russian language and were Orthodox. But then there was a unification, the union of the Grand Duchy of Lithuania and the Kingdom of Poland.
You guys notice how Tucker's sitting there looking like this? Like he can understand, but he doesn't. Do you think Tucker has an earpiece in that translates?
Yeah, both of them got earpieces, and everything that this guy's saying, Tucker can hear, but Vladimir cannot hear the American accent. Like they each have fucking ear things in. Yeah, I mean they have to. I mean,
if you.
Oh, everyone just got pregnant when I took that shirt off.
Yeah, y'all control yourselves. I'm sorry, rubbing my
See, dude, my only thing about this is I don't speak Russian, so can I trust these interpreters? Like, is this all legit? You know what I'm saying?
I was thinking that. I was like, what if he's just saying some shit that, because, you know, like the Jewish Bible, I hate to bring that up, whatever it's called, how you got to like learn the language to
Quran.
That's Muslim. You got to learn like this language to truly, fully understand the religion, but they make it so hard to where it's like impossible to know everything. That's what they wanted to make it. They wanted to make it so hard for you to learn and understand. So they just, you know, pretty much probably every religion, you know, every little thing like that.
few years later, another union was signed, but this time already in the religious sphere.
Quickly, the Mongol invasion of the Rus was in 1223, so we kind of jump forward about 220 years there.
Some of the Orthodox priests became subordinate. Thus, these lands became part of the Polish-Lithuanian state. During decades, the Poles were engaged in Polonization of this part of the population. They introduced their language there, tried to entrench the idea that this population was not exactly Russians, but because they lived on the fringe, they were Ukrainians.
It's not even fucking pause.
He's not real.
Is this really Tucker? Is this a fucking hologram talking to fucking...
We're getting so fucking deep into like conspiracies and shit.
Look, he is not. Look, okay, pause. It's playing.
Originally, the word Ukrainian meant
okay,
that the person was living on the outskirts of the state, along the fringes, or was engaged in a border patrol service.
I gotta mention this real quick. This is a stream inside of a stream inside of a stream. We are streaming.
Oh, streamception. Streamception.
Streamception. Yeah.
Streamception.
So the Poles were trying to, in every possible way, to colonize this part of the Russian lands and actually treated it rather harshly, not to say cruelly. All that led to the fact that this part of the Russian lands began to struggle for their rights. They wrote letters to Warsaw demanding that their rights be observed and people be commissioned here, including to Kiev.
I beg your pardon, can you tell us what period? I'm losing track of where in history we are. The Polish oppression. Right?
It was in the 13th century.
Yeah, we're at 1400s.
This guy keeps interjecting to tell me the same thing they've been telling me.
I hate this guy.
I need to make money too.
Streamception.
Now I will tell you what happened later and give the dates so that there is no confusion. And in 1654, even a bit earlier, the people who were in control of the authority over that part of the Russian lands addressed Warsaw, I repeat, demanding that they send them to rulers of Russian origin and Orthodox faith. When Warsaw did not answer them, and in fact rejected their demands, they turned to Moscow, so that Moscow took them away.
Pew Research Group says that 94% of Polish today see Russia as a threat. So worth noting that difference since he's talking about the 1400s.
So that you don't think that I'm inventing things.
Oh, this man brought the facts.
Well, it doesn't sound like you're inventing it. I'm not sure why it's relevant to what happened 2 years ago.
But still, these are documents from the archives, copies. Here are the letters from Bogdan Khmelnytsky, the man who then controlled the power in this part of the Russian lands that is now called Ukraine. He wrote to Warsaw demanding that their rights be upheld. And after being refused, he began to write letters to Moscow, asking to take them under the strong hand of the Moscow Tsar. There are copies of these documents. I will leave them for your good memory.
They've always said that he was like kind of like a modern day czar.
He gave them his documents. He's like, you can have these to learn.
I would keep out. That'd probably be worth some money one day too. The fucking documents Putin handed to Tucker.
Maybe. But like, didn't he ask like about like America and like war and shit and like nuking or some shit?
Yeah, he asked him that in a second.
I thought he led with that. Tripping.
No, yeah,
There's a
I guess.
translation into
Was that
Russian.
what it started? You know, it's been so long since he said it would take.
Russia would,
I know.
He
I
said it
forgot
would
what the
take
fucking
30
question was.
seconds, and I forgot what the fucking question was. It's already been like.
All right, so I think if I
Well,
remember
agreed to
correctly, I'm
admit them
having some
straight
camera
away.
issues. The original question was if there's any, I guess, grit or any backer to America saying that Russia saying that America will strike them out of the blue.
Oh yeah. Yeah, this motherfucker's dancing like a fucking puppet around the question.
But this has been the longest 30-second question answer of my life.
Yeah, it's about 20 minutes into it.
Assuming that the war with
I gotta try to
Poland
get my
was
camera fixed.
nevertheless, in 1654, the pan-Russian assembly of top clergy and landowners, headed by the Tsar, which was the representative body of the power of the old Russian state, decided to include a part of the old Russian lands into Moscow Kingdom. As expected, the war with Poland began. It lasted 13 years, and then in 1654, a truce was concluded. And 32 years later, I think, a peace treaty with Poland, which they called Eternal Peace, was signed. And these lands, the whole left.
I don't want to skip ahead of any of this shit because I don't want to miss nothing out, but he is dancing around that question for real.
Bank of Dnieper, including Kiev, went to Russia.
Like, why?
Mm-hmm.
Why? Just, I don't know. Maybe that's just how he
The
is.
United States is going to nuke you or what?
He's
a smart dude. He's ex-KGB.
There's so many Russian
and
people
the whole
around
right
here.
bank of Dnieper remained.
I wish
they made it harder for the rest of the visas.
Dude,
I think he's trying to say there's more to it than just America attacking Russia. Basically, it's not as simple as Russia and America. It's a whole lineage of thousands of years of build-up. Yeah, exactly.
Now
they've been fighting over that place like they have Israel. If you think about it, the Crimea.
He fucked up, and he shouldn't have said it's going to be 30 seconds to a minute of a breakdown.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're 21 minutes into our stream, and he still hasn't answered.
Under the rule of Catherine the Great, Russia reclaimed all of its historical lands, including in the south and west.
So he's saying
this all lasted until the revolution.
And I'm also getting this too. He's saying that it's been like conquered and reconquered so many times in history that he's
for thousands of years. You can come in.
Yeah.
Before World War I, Austrian General Staff relied on the ideas of Ukrainianization and started actively promoting the ideas of Ukraine and the Ukrainianization. Their motive was obvious. Just before World War I, they wanted to weaken the potential enemy.
Yeah,
and
same, Anthony. I always think that too, man. The translator, can they be trusted?
Can they be trusted?
He could be saying Putin right now could be saying peace on Earth. We want peace right now. We're trying to figure out a way to have peace, but the United States does not want peace. I'm trying to tell y'all. But they're translating this shit.
I'll put it to you like this, man. Back in, I believe, back in the 80s, I believe there was an agreement that NATO would stop moving toward Russia, basically, and shit would be sweet. But that's the exact opposite has happened.
Yeah, NATO's lying. I mean, NATO lied.
Yeah.
They fucking Poland's in NATO, I think, now, right? They've been there, and that's kind of
I think there's only maybe 10 countries that aren't.
I'll have to look at that in a second.
I don't have
so the idea which had
any way to
emerged.
look up.
What is it?
I don't have any way to check facts at the moment. My computer's
I'm
dead.
looking at it right now.
I don't know. I think there's 170 something countries in NATO.
Here, we'll go back to the Tucker shit in a second because that's still going, but we'll show this.
I keep coming on my Xbox.
Let me see. NATO countries.
I mean, how many countries are in the world? 160 or something?
I think there's 270 something.
Really? Yeah, I never knew about that shit.
I don't think there's more than 300 though.
Let me see. Real quick, just for some added context behind our discussion
here. I have an iPad here, but it's fucking jack shit.
Here we go. That looks like a big person, and everything else is just everybody else, huh?
Oh fuck, dude! NATO's actually kind of small.
Look at this flat Earth map.
Yeah, this is it would be
real, people. This is what
we was talking the other day. Somebody told me the other day, how do you explain? It's funny that Ireland's not in NATO. How would you explain the universal 1920 universal globe image? And that's before we had satellites and went into space. I'll show you that. I can get back to that interview.
Let's see it. Let's see the globe image. Let's start the rabbit hole, boys.
Dude, I want to buy one of these fucking flat Earth globes. I don't know if you've ever seen them. They're pretty cool.
No, flat Earth globe. I'm trying to be quick with this mouse. I'm being quick with this mouse.
It comes with it.
Man, take your time, Jerry. Take your time, bud.
You don't want none of your other history to pop up, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, don't show me that search history.
No, I would definitely not want to look at nothing like that.
Oh yeah, me neither.
On the computer.
Damn, that's crazy, Hutch. People are really getting shut down for showing the Tucker interview. That's wild.
They are getting shut down for a few minutes.
Oh fuck.
Oh, dude, let's get back to sharing it, dude.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah, get back on that shit.
Let's get back to sharing it while we can.
Dude, my grandpa had one of them fucking globes, dude.
We're lucky because like this shit is so like small, dude.
But yeah, they ain't gonna see ours. What's up?
Territory were allegedly not really Russians, but rather belonged to a special ethnic group, Ukrainians, started being propagated by the Austrian General Staff.
Hop on here if you
as far back as the 19th century, theorists calling for Ukrainian independence appeared. All those, however, claimed that Ukraine should have a very good relationship with Russia. They insisted on that. After the 1917 revolution, the Bolsheviks sought to restore the statehood and the...
I know, dude. That's crazy. They're shutting people's streams down for this shit. Real quick, here's that shit I was telling you about, Chris. Let me show you this real quick, dude. This was from 1926, I believe. How the fuck did they know what it... And it look. What the fuck? Look at this whole
Clockwork Orange.
That's a damn. I love
it. Clockwork Orange.
You know, that's a future dystopian movie.
A little bit of the old in out.
Look, it's crazy. Look, all this stuff comes up. This is what people look up whenever they look up Universal Globe.
Not Project Bluebeam.
Oh yeah.
How do you want to get into Project Bluebeam, son?
We beaming.
Yo, now, boys.
There's this thing I saw on Reddit I can show you that kind of like it has videos and all kinds of stuff.
Reddit's confusing as fuck to me.
It is confusing.
Yo, dude, I see some of the wildest shit on Reddit.
Oh, dude.
It's just mobile soapbox.
Crazy shit. Twitter is fucking, or X, whatever you want to call it. It's crazy.
No, do you think
ever since Daddy Elon took over, shit's getting wild. Oh my fucking mechanical issues. Oh Jesus Christ.
No, y'all keep on doing y'all's thing. I'm trying to figure out how to get to that page and shit.
My fucking camera holder seems to be compromised.
Dude, I got fucking Play-Doh holding my shit up.
Well, I have like a nice little clip that attaches to the side of my table. But it keeps falling off.
Do you have a gaming desk?
Yeah, for the most part. Here, I'll show my setup real quick.
Here's how do I flip this? That's cool with the light. That's dope.
A little messy.
Oh, my shit's fucking way messy.
Got my Yu-Gi-Oh poster.
That's sick.
Fucking always got the heart for the cards.
Damn,
on full screen. Look at my ugly face.
I bet that caused several wetness and several boners.
Several wetness.
I called it wetness. Come on, now get down with the wetness.
You're correct.
I don't know if I can see it.
Wait, let me see.
In 1921, peace with Poland was proclaimed, and under that treaty, the right bank of Dnieper River once again was given back to Poland.
I'm going to super quickly show you a map just so you can really see it. I think it's going to be really helpful for you. Poland right here. I mean, you can just see this is just Apple Maps right here. Here's Poland. There's Warsaw. We heard that mentioned.
Yeah, we're not going to mention who this guy is.
Okay.
Fuck this guy.
Here, the Dnipro is the lower portion of Kiev here. Okay.
Why don't we look up the
Dnipro
highlights
on the
of
right,
this, like the main?
and
It's
then
going
the
on right
Sweden
now,
territories that are right here. Like,
Like
for
this
example,
dude's just like
Fuck, like this is happening
General
live.
Yes.
so
The highlights haven't
Danzig,
come out yet.
Hitler at
oh fuck.
I'm gonna super quick.
That's what I'm saying. This is like the time to
It's
get
a
the
premiere?
highlights. No, this is he's streaming from Tucker's.
the man who then controlled the power in this part of the
What up,
Russian
Hillbilly?
land
What's up, Hillbilly?
that is now called Ukraine. He wrote to Warsaw demanding that their rights be upheld.
Let me see.
Let's
And
go.
after
I
being
called it
refused, he
mid-fall.
began to write letters to
On his
Moscow,
website?
asking to take them under the
What is
strong
it?
hand of the Moscow Tsar. There are copies of these
Streaming off
documents.
Independent.
I will leave them for your good memory. There is a translation into Russian. You can translate it into English later. Russia would not agree to admit them straight away, assuming that the war with Poland would start. Nevertheless, in 1654, the Pan-Russian Assembly of top clergy and landowners, headed by the Tsar, which was the representative body of the power of the old Russian state, decided to include a part of the old Russian lands into Moscow Kingdom.
It has already been recorded.
As expected,
it's
the war
pre-recorded.
with Poland began.
Let me see. I thought it was.
It lasted 13 years, and then in 1654,
Here, wait.
It came
The
out
truce was
45 minutes
concluded.
ago. Like the video was released 45 minutes ago, or like maybe
Have
50.
highlights
and 32
come out
years later, I
yet?
think.
You wanna just, here, let me stop screening real quick.
Huh?
I'm gonna stop screening. I'm gonna go find the highlights.
Yeah, because it's already out. I'm sure there's like key points and highlights. Like you can go to Shorts or TikTok or whatever the fuck, you know. I mean, people probably hate on TikTok watching this, but you know, TikTok is where I get every bit of information that the news and the fucking YouTube and the fucking whatever won't give you. Because YouTube is fucking shit, to be honest.
Dude, the shit
But-
is not out yet, dude.
At least it's giving us a platform for now to, expand. Everybody go
Kinda,
to
dude,
kick.com.
we can go to Kick after. I made up that.
Yeah.
I made that Kick account already.
Kick.com, Kick,
K-I-T-K, K-I-C-K, dude.
Kick, kick.com. It's a new streaming platform that's taken over.
Though I shall not delve into details now, as I find doing it inappropriate, the U.S. told us. Calm Yanukovych down, and we will calm the opposition. The whole of
Worth keeping that in mind, Russia. So we're supporting
them, we were saying, please
You got any
don't.
info on
We
anything,
are
dude?
as bourgeois now as you are. We are
No, I'm
market
just
economy,
fucking
and
with Triple
there's no
H's dumbass behind me.
Let's negotiate. Moreover,
We
I
can
have
get into
also
the
said
man
this
shit, too.
publicly
We should have
before.
recorded a lot of
I
the
can't
shit
hear
we
you.
talked
Pause
about.
it.
There was a moment when
We should have been fucking. We should have been there. We should have fucking been recording a lot of the shit we was talking about before we fucking went live
I
too.
mean, we'll fuck with that. It's all right.
True that. That's true, Anthony. Anthony, the YouTube is the battleground. This is we're on a
YouTube battleground. I mean, unless you're a transvestite or gay, I mean, I have no problem with that. But they love them people way more than they love people like who want to raise families, be blue collar workers and shit.
Hey, fuck that! I got a problem.
They want to bring down the man.
They hate the man, dude. Do you want to see that? Do you want to see that fucking Project Bluebeam shit, or you want to keep on watching? We had more viewers while we was watching this shit.
I mean, we'll skip around. We do what we want.
Keep it going. If we delve off onto some side shit, we delve off onto some side shit.
Yeah,
Dude,
The rabbit hole is deep, my friends, and the view from the edge is
do
amazing.
have
These podcasts should be called the Rabbit Hole.
Remember?
our whole thing that we do together, our show is
Our hole.
Everything he said
Yeah,
were signals.
our hole.
Let us in. Remember the developments in Yugoslavia?
Anthony's
Before
done a lot of
the was
fucking. It
lavished
sounds like he's
praise,
got 9
as
kids
soon as
from
the
ages
developments
9
in
to
Yugoslavia
36.
started, he
Who?
raised his voice in support of
Anthony.
Yo, Anthony, man, laying the pipe down.
Dude, this
Yes,
guy
sir.
I understand that
Yes,
there were
sir.
complex processes underway there.
Holy
I do,
shit.
But Russia
How
could
old
not
are
help
you?
Oh, yeah, that's
raising its
cool.
voice in support.
Pussy's cool.
He's like, oh, I'm just fucking 40, 45.
He's not just 45. My first one.
I'm
Let's go, dude.
motherfucker.
I hope I'm still putting it
We're
down.
still-
That age. Oh, that's a good man
Okay,
of you,
dude.
Anthony. A lot of people won't do that.
Mm-mm.
That is crazy. My uncle has a fuck ton of kids like that too. They're all girls.
Billy?
No, my uncle, Eddie.
Billy was actually his cousin, I found out.
Billy is my cousin, but he's like fucking
What?
50s. I mean, you know,
Yeah.
Southern shit, man. You're gonna, you know, he's your uncle or whatever. Fuck. I mean, we're almost like Samoans if you think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's a cousin or a fucking uncle.
50 years, man. Nice. Hope I make it that far.
If anybody doesn't know, Anthony is like one of the #1 G's too and shit. He's one of the top. Like, Anthony's my dog.
It all started with what was the beginning?
With the beginning of what?
This whole journey, this whole YouTube journey.
Ha, Jordan fell.
Oh my God, dude. I wasn't even talking about that, but that's crazy to think about. Wow. Holy. Dude, oh my God. And all those times that we never all videotaped together. Like, it would just be like me and him, and then y'all be at y'all's house.
Yeah.
Dude.
I wish we could find some of those old videos.
Oh my God.
Fucking press play, Jerry. I know I can find the one for Jordan 100%. I got it saved on YouTube.
That's easy.
Serbs are also close to us nation with Orthodox culture and so on. It's a nation that has suffered so much for generations.
You guys hear me talking? Hear each other talking good now?
What is important?
Yeah, dude. I don't need to hear you. I need to hear him.
Was this like fucking 17 years ago?
In violation of international law and the UN Charter.
Oh my God! It was 17 years ago exactly.
It was the United States that let the genie out of the bottle.
Holy shit!
Moreover, when Russia protested and expressed its resentment,
why don't we pause this for a second, man?
The UN Charter and international law have become.
I'm going.
That's crazy.
I'm going.
He said America initiated this. This is America's doing, is what I just heard there.
You think that? I believe it.
It's
though,
always
honestly.
the blame on America.
Amen, Anthony. I believe that too. But the world won't get better if we sit idly by. That's for sure.
The good work.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, because I feel like there's like most people, like, you know, we're too busy like going to like living our lives, taking care of our families and working to go to these programs, dude. You know what I mean?
And that's the whole fucking plan, dude. This distract us until we fucking rot.
What's that guy's name? It's like George something. It's the American Dream. No, he's like a comedian. He calls it the American Dream because you have to be asleep to believe it.
What's up, Elusive?
Oh my God.
You gotta be asleep to believe it. That's dope.
That is dope. That's deep.
What's up, Elusive? We can't hear shit either. We're all screaming and hollering.
Yeah. These aren't like this. This is new for us. This whole like shit.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk over shit, man. That's just how it's gonna be sometimes. If you know.
Yeah, no worries, dude. We're learning. But let's listen to what this fucking Russian bastard has to say.
I backed it up a couple of seconds to the victim blame.
God bless America. Everything he said were signals. Let us in. Remember the developments in Yugoslavia before the Yeltsin was lavished with praise? As soon as the developments in Yugoslavia started, he raised his voice in support of Serbs, and we couldn't but raise our voices for Serbs in their defense. I understand that there were complex processes underway there, I do, but Russia could not help raising its voice in support of Serbs, because Serbs are also a special and close to us nation, with Orthodox culture and so on. It's a nation that has suffered so much for generations. Well, regardless, what is important is that Yeltsin expressed his support. What did the United States do? In violation of international law and the UN Charter, it started bombing Belgrade. It was the United States that let the genie out of the bottle. Moreover, when Russia protested and expressed its resentment, what was said? The UN Charter and international law have become obsolete. Now everyone invokes international law, but at that time they started saying that everything was outdated. Everything had to be changed. Indeed, some things need to be changed, as the balance of power has changed. It's true, but not in this manner. Yeltsin was immediately dragged through the mud, accused of alcoholism, of understanding nothing, of knowing nothing. He understood everything, I assure you. Well, I became president in 2000. I thought, okay, the Yugoslav issue is over, but we should try to restore relations. Let's reopen the door that Russia had tried to go through. And moreover, I said it publicly, I can reiterate. At a meeting here in the Kremlin with the outgoing President Bill Clinton, right here in the next room, I said to him, I asked him, Bill, do you think if Russia asked to join NATO, do you think it would happen?
Pause that real
Suddenly
quick.
he said, it's interesting. I think
Go back to that picture of him and Bill. Looks like a completely different person.
Yeah, dude. This motherfucker's been president for 4 fucking years.
Oh my god.
God damn.
Dude, he
That's
looks
basically
worse,
like
bro.
You think he looks
Yeah,
worse?
looks like a
He's
cancer
fucking about to
patient.
die.
Do you think maybe there's some kind of dark pact that went on to help extend
He's a
his life?
fucking. He probably has a lookalike that took his place.
Yo, bro, that's what I was getting ready to say. Some crazy shit.
I don't know. I don't want to get in trouble.
Bill was busy getting a Hummer from Monica Lewinsky or some other random chick back then.
Oh,
Kimosabe.
Kimosabe.
Not the Hummer.
Not the old Hummer.
Yeah, Bill Clinton
Dude,
looks like
what's
shit nowadays.
What's the kick name?
The kick name?
Yeah.
It's Pilgrim X.
Oh, dude, that was you. I just followed you, I think.
That's the only one right now.
Tell everybody to go download that shit.
Yo, go to Kick, download Kick right now, guys. You heard me? Download
Not that.
Kick. Not K-I-K. K-I-C-K. All right? Go download that. A lot of badass motherfuckers are on there right now, too. Who's up on there? Steve will do it. Who else?
Well, I don't think
there?
these people would know these guys.
They might. You never know.
Yo, dude, live on Rumble, boys.
That's just where you're going to try to start streaming, try to get some followers on there. Because you can make money. If you hit a certain amount of followers on this thing, you can get paid by the hour from this app.
Really?
Oh, that's pretty cool.
They just put a creator program.
Had to constantly be making some content.
All right, let's hear why
it's
America's
grind.
awesome.
You got to grind, bro.
in NATO, do you think it would happen?
Of course.
Suddenly he said, it's interesting.
If the U.S. and Russia were allies, that would be like an undefeatable, that would be like the most powerful thing to ever exist.
Well, there'd be fucking world peace probably.
Oh, yeah.
I think so.
Well, not all the way, but.
But in the evening when we met for
the people that could destroy the earth completely and totally, yes, there would be world peace.
He said, I've talked to my team. No, it's not possible now. You can ask him. I think he will watch our interview. He'll confirm it. I wouldn't have said anything like that if it hadn't happened. Okay.
Were you
It's
sincere?
impossible now.
Would you have joined NATO?
Look, I asked the question, is it possible or not? And the answer I got was no. If I was insincere in my desire to find out what the leadership position was...
But if he had said yes, would you have joined NATO?
If he had said yes, the process of rapprochement would have commenced, and eventually it might have happened if we had seen some sincere wish on the other side of our partners. But it didn't happen. Well, okay, fine.
Why do you think that? Just to get to motive, I know you're clearly bitter about it. I understand. But why do you think the West rebuffed you then? Why the hostility? Why did the end of the Cold War
I heard there's allies in China.
fix the relationship? What motive?
As crazy as it sounds.
There's what?
Well, I seen this video about like what would happen if, say, North Korea was to nuke America. And apparently, like, people would, start fucking with Ukraine from like China, from like all these other allies we have. But it was crazy to think that we would have allies in China fight North Korea on our behalf. I don't know if that's true. I don't know much about it.
China fought for North Korea against the UN back in the Korean War.
Well, I'm saying like if they were to nuke America, I feel like that would fuck China, right?
We make up for a big percentage of what their exports go to, I imagine. I never thought about it.
I'm not too educated in any of this.
I meant to start. We got to talk about it. Talking about it's a way to get there.
Yeah, that's how you achieve mutually assured destruction. If one country launches a nuke at American soil, the rest of the world is fucked.
Yeah, so you would think there's fucking people. That's so fucking nuts, dude. This is so crazy. This is crazy right now that this is happening.
I didn't.
Yeah, but the Bible says there'll always be wars and rumors of wars.
That's what it says in the Bible, huh?
What?
Are you a Christian, Chris?
There'll be whispers and rumors of war.
You Christian?
What does it say in the Bible?
I'll bust it out right now. Let me go look. Pretty much along the lines of there'll always be whispers and rumors of war. I'll get the verse right now.
What's the I wouldn't even know. I'm cussing with the Bible in my hand. I can't.
All right, that's true. Are we gonna? I was about to go get mine.
I mean, I have it, but I just.
And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye not be troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines, pestilence, and earthquakes in divers places.
Yeah, there you go. It's all written in the book. It's all going to happen again.
We see that there's been wars our whole life.
Oh, dude, yeah, there hasn't not been. It's always been, but it's that's the Democratic Party for you, baby.
Or at least not in our lifetime.
What do you mean?
All right, start it up. We sidebarred enough there.
Yes, sir.
Motivates this from your point of view?
You said I was bitter about the answer. No, it's not bitterness. It's just a statement of fact. We're not bride and groom, bitterness, resentment. It's not about those kind of matters in such circumstances. We just realized we weren't welcome there, that's all. Okay, fine. But let's build relations in another manner. Let's look for common ground elsewhere. Why we received such a negative response, you should ask your leaders. I can only guess why. Too big a country with its own opinion and so on. And the United States, I've seen how issues are being resolved in NATO. I will give you another example now concerning Ukraine. The US leadership exerts pressure, and all NATO members obediently vote, even if they do not like something. Now, I'll tell you what happened in this regard with Ukraine in 2008, although it's being discussed. I'm not going to open a secret to you, say anything new. Nevertheless, after that, we tried to build relations in different ways. For example, the events in the Middle East, in Iraq. We were building relations with the United States in a very soft, prudent, cautious manner. I repeatedly raised the issue that the United States should not support separatism or terrorism in the North Caucasus. But they can.
That's where Khabib and them are from.
Man.
So what I'm seeing from this is Russia was willing to work together with us, and then America, per usual, was like, "Get fucked. We don't want your help. We don't need your help. We viewed you as an enemy. It's going to stay that way." That's so.
Why do you think we don't want to work with them so much? Sounds like you said, there sounds like there's been a lot of chances.
If what he's saying is true, and that's a big if.
Could be a deep fake.
Well, no, I'm not saying it's a deep fake, but propaganda is propaganda. You know what I'm saying? Like he could be saying this to I guess, what would they call it? Increase Russia's public relations.
Is he gaslighting us? You're thinking?
No, I don't think. Yeah, like he's not. I don't think he's. I would like to think he's not lying. I mean, fuck ex-KGB master judo. I would like to think what he speaks is true, but it could also be as he knows the American populace is dumb. Like, let's be real. 1 out of 10 people probably can't answer the 12 questions you need to be citizen. So he's probably using that to just kind of woo the masses into thinking Russia's not a threat, and the next thing you know, they're crossing our borders in our backyard. Yeah.
You've heard about a lot of these migrants have been Russian men between the ages of 20 and 30.
Well, recently there's been a lot of Chinese men.
Dude, there's been everything. Everyone's coming across our border, north border, south border.
The whole world. I was telling Jordan, you heard the UN allocated $300 million to go to migrants that are going to the U.S. in 2024.
Yeah, dude, like if I go to Mexico and revoke my
United
citizenship and come back into America, will I be entitled to these benefits? Because I can't get them as a tax-paying citizzen for some reason.
Yeah, I know, right? It's fucking nuts, bro.
They're putting these bastards in the military too. As soon as they get us, they're offering them citizenship if they join the military.
Yeah,
too.
if they serve and shit. Yeah, which is reasonable. That's fine. You can already do that in other countries. Like you can join the military in Kazakhstan and then become a citizen that way. How do you think Falal and Ali got to Pickering? You know what I'm saying? Their dad enlisted in the American military from Afghanistan. You know,
like he was probably fucking one of them damn. He's probably one of those.
To be able to walk across an imaginary line and instantly be entitled to SSI, SNAP, housing assistance, you know, a sanctuary city of your choice is just ridiculous compared to the American citizen myself who pays the taxes. And I make roughly $45,000 a year. So I'm not saying I should be entitled to all the benefits, but I should be able to get some assistance in my state. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
it's just fun.
Yes, bro. Dude, we have homeless fucking like veterans, bro, that are dying in the
I
fucking
think
streets.
they're trying to extract the value out of our nation before the fall is what's really happening.
So?
Like,
what do you mean by value?
They're going to fucking invade from the inside, bro. That's what's going to happen to Phil.
That's what
at least 80,000 single family homes in America are owned by corporations. And that's like houses like the one I'm in now, not an apartment complex. These are single family homes. 80,000 of them.
People couldn't do like a buy to own kind of deal with that kind of shit, you know? Like they want
you'll own nothing and be happy, boys. Let's go.
Continue to do it anyway.
That's crazy, Anthony.
Support,
Indiana, that's like 5 states up.
Financial support,
this fucking balding bastard is
Look, we got a lot of like I don't want to sound like I can't, because you can't just be like, you know, I don't want to just be like, oh yeah, we got a bunch of Mexicans here and shit. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's not even the thing.
That's where most people get mad at Americans as, because they think the typical American will say that we're being overrun by Mexicans. Mexico is not the only country in South America. There's Brazil, there's Nicaragua, there's all sorts of places. Honduras, Ecuador. You know,
I was in Peru for 6 months, dude. Did you know that?
You went to Peru, dude?
Dude, my baby's mom was in Peru.
Yeah.
Oh shit! That's why you got a kid. You touched her and she got pregnant, son.
Yeah,
not to sound racist, but then Latino women are fertile.
It's a little bit more complicated than that, but but yeah, I had a damn good fucking time though. But I don't like it when they come over. They're illegal or whatever. If they are illegal and they're also looking down on sovereign citizens,
So,
they're looking down on American citizens.
From speaking from personal experience, I know a migrant from Germany who came through and did the process legally, paid the thousands of dollars, took the test, and is a citizen in this country. And to those people, it is the biggest fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Because they went through the proper channels. They went through the proper channels, did the thing, took the test, and showed that they wanted more from this country than just benefits. And in Germany, if you open a business and it fails, that is your one shot. You get one business opportunity in Germany. You don't get to open another business.
Really? They fuck you?
That's
like
why.
That?
That is 100% true. My brother-in-law is from Frankfurt, Germany. Lived there until he was 19, and he's in America now. So.
Yeah, dude, this is all the fucking Democratic Biden administration bullshit that they're allowing. I don't know.
They want to do that in the U.S.
There's just so many things.
That shit's happening in Germany. He was talking.
You know, I'm proud that people still want to come to America. I'm thrilled that people want to come here for a better life. As the key principle the country was founded on, come here for life, liberty, pursuit of happiness. That is still a beautiful thing that people want to still come to America, but you got to do it properly. You know, that's all we're asking.
Like how he went through all this shit, and so many people that are around here went through all this shit for what? For nothing. They could have easily waited and just fucking waltzed. I mean, the journey to do that is like fucked, but I don't know. I feel bad for those people.
Check myself. I heard in 1984 they gave every illegal immigrant the U.S. citizenship. I heard that
that sounds like some Clinton shit. I don't know who was president.
It was Reagan, dude.
Like, fucking some like crazy.
It was Reagan, dude. It was
Reagan was a little too nice.
No, he was New World Order, deep state. He was like a child sacrificer, Molochian high priest, dude.
Was he? Which one was?
Look! They were given fucking legal status. This shit is crazy, dude. And they could maybe. I think it has something to do, possibly. But we'll watch a video and shit too. We'll watch a video. I'll show you guys a video of him talking about the alien invasion.
Oh, dude, yeah. I remember we watched that the other day.
I'll tell y'all this. Y'all ever seen the movie Battle for Los Angeles?
No.
A long time
ago.
So
there's a movie called Battle for Los Angeles where basically Los Angeles is invaded by aliens. Well, in the 1950s, this is a real event. This is why I think they do stuff like this. In the 1950s, there was an event called the Battle for Los Angeles, where I think it was the 50s. It might have been the 40s during World War II, after Pearl Harbor. Well, anyway, they found some like UFOs in the sky and just started unloading like howitzers and all sorts of shit on them, and nothing was happening to them.
Hologram?
No, like real life. There was shit flying in the sky, and they just shot it up. And then they came out with the movie Battle for Los Angeles, so you can't just instantly see that on a search result. You have to actually look.
Yeah.
Like for the, you're talking about like the black and white footage?
Yeah, well, no, this is like a real event. This has actually happened. They were shooting like guns and shit in the air, and they just couldn't. Yeah.
I mean, you know, some people
like
not really. You believe? I mean, I don't believe space is like real, like we think it is.
Not the way they. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, like for people to be like that, they have pictures of these planets and shit, dude.
All that the
alien shit
like
made me think of that.
You can't tell CGI from real.
General,
check this out, Chris.
I couldn't help at one point in my discussions privately with General Secretary Gorbachev, when you stop to think that we're all God's children, wherever we may live in the world.
Gorbachev was the fucking premier of the Soviet Union.
Just think how easy his task and mine might be in these meetings that we held if suddenly there was a threat to this world from some other species, from another planet outside in the universe. We'd forget all the little local differences that we have between our countries, and we would find out once and for all that we really are all human beings here on this earth together. Well, I don't suppose we can wait for some alien.
To me, that was like a metaphor, like story they was talking about with each other, dude. But like, they came together and they's like, yeah, let's do this, dude.
Race to come down and threaten us, but I think that between us we can bring about that realization. In our obsession with antagonisms of the moment, we often forget how much unites all the members of humanity. Perhaps we need some outside universal threat to make us recognize this common bond. I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world. And yet, I ask you, is not an alien force already among us? What could be more alien to the universal aspirations of our people than war
crazy shit on you right
and the
now
threat of war?
Aliens.
It's not an alien fucking motherfucker already.
It's not aliens, bro. It's fucking kids, bro. It's kids that they're fucking transporting across this motherfucking planet. Dude, I'm telling you, I seen some shit the other day. Oh my god, it's so crazy. I don't even think I want to bring it up, to be honest.
It's another stream.
I wish I could find this shit, bro, because it all lined up. Actually, oh my god, it's on Ryan Church's YouTube channel.
Oh yeah, you read to watch that? So we watched it on the last one.
No, this shit. This shit. It's like a two-part thing he did talking about UFO, unidentified objects, and aliens, and
it's representing kidnapped children.
bro. Yes, in like, fuck, what was it called? In a galaxy far, far away, like used in like, it got so fucking deep. People would think this motherfucker is insane, but the way all this shit lined up, man, it was the craziest fucking shit.
It's not Scientology, is it?
Huh? No, fuck.
It's not
fuck,
Scientology.
I don't even know what Scientology
L.
really
Ron
is.
Hubbard liked to be on a boat with a bunch of young boys.
Bro, this whole fucking shit was built on like that type of weird shit, dude. Like it's so fucking deep and crazy. I just wish we were like bigger, so we had a much bigger audience to hear shit.
No, yeah, dude. Well, that's all comes with time.
I know, man. I know, but it sucks because like shit, they cancel us before we even get there.
Yeah, let's really go into these alternative websites that we've been talking about. Kick, Rumble,
Galaxy far away. Like that's crazy.
It's
like a ship.
Very appreciated.
It's like this ship the size of like 3 Titanics. That is like, it's just always going these same courses right through Maui, Hawaii, and we'll end it right there.
Heard about Chile? My buddy Backwoods was talking about this on Hutch's stream the other day. We'll get to that in a second. Chile is on fire the same way. The country Chile, they had and all of it looks like how Maui did because the direct energy weapons.
I mean, that would be crazy if that came out to be a thing. That would be nuts. But man, dude,
we have before us the opportunity to forge for ourselves and for future generations a new world order, a world where the rule of law, not the law of the jungle, governs the conduct of nations. When we are successful, and we will be, we have a real chance at this new world order, an order in which a credible United Nations can use its peacekeeping role to fulfill the promise and vision of the UN's founders.
I gotta feed my kid real quick, but I will be back.
What is at stake is more than one small country. It is a big idea, a new world order, where diverse nations are drawn together in common cause.
Oh, look, September 11th, the 10-year anniversary. They did it on the fucking 10-year anniversary of fucking 2001 was 10 years later from the speech. And September 11th, that was a mass sacrifice.
Security.
Oh yeah, dude.
Freedom. And the rule of law.
Give me some.
Out of these troubled times.
Give me you.
It was also to cover up shit. It was also to cover up a lot of stuff, like with the banks and everything, just like Titanic, and fucking all the banks and all the fucking elites. And man, I wish I was one of them.
I wish I was an elite. But would you really want to do all the fucked up shit to be one though? Or do you really want to like drink out of a baby's spinal cord and shit?
Fuck,
like
no.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh
like,
fucking oh man, who is that? Mission Impossible.
Tom Cruise, how he's 60 years old, young. Same like this.
Dude, you look up Tom Cruise's first fucking wife. Look at that bitch looks like. She looks like a fucking old ass fucking bitch. No offense to any older women. I mean, yeah, that was Bush Senior, Anthony. How about Richard Nixon taking a phone call from the moon? Bunch of bullshit.
Yeah, that shit. How the fuck? The whole moon. The whole.
Bro, I can't even fucking get you on the phone sometimes.
Let me see.
Because of a fucking mountain, let alone a goddamn fucking light year or whatever the fuck.
We're gonna wait for Chris to get back before we get back on the Tucker interview, guys. We're kind of like in between right now.
Yeah, we're doing what we want to do, to be honest.
Yeah, we're just kind of doing the thing, you know. We was trying to do. I guess
earlier in the chat, somebody said, "What's his name?" Ronald Reagan was trying to do the right things.
Yeah.
I don't know much about any of this shit, dude. If y'all understood where I went to school. Oh, shit, man. They didn't give a fuck.
Yeah, I went to the same school. He's not lying. But look at these photos real quick. Let's look at a little bit of
what are we seeing?
Let's look at some of this motherfucking. Look. Who is there taking all these photos, dude?
Dude, who was it? Steven Spielberg?
Stanley Kubrick.
Yeah, Stanley Kubrick.
He did The Shining. He did 2001: A Space Odyssey.
He did the moon landing. That's so fucking
He did
nuts.
the moon landing.
And it was shitty, bro. I'm pretty sure he could have done it better.
Yeah, he could have.
It's so funny. And like NASA, dude, I would like to know more like behind NASA and like why are
That's
they
the money laundering. That's the money
Elon,
laundering.
you know, the whole Elon shit too. He's in the mix too.
He's not as great as we might think that
he's all into the space bullshit too, bro. If I was an elite, I'd fucking find out all the shit. Expose it.
2, 1, 0. All engine running.
This rocket, ladies and gentlemen, is on the way to the Bermuda Triangle. We're not going to let you know that.
We have a liftoff. 33 miles per hour. Liftoff on Apollo 11.
Look at this fucking shit.
You ever seen the India footage of him landing on the moon?
Look at this fucking shitty footage. Have I ever seen what?
The India, their footage of them.
Oh no, we're gonna look at that one next and compare them.
Take shadow.
Fuck, I have not seen that. That sounds funny.
Forward, drift into the right a little. Down a half. Contact light. Okay, engine stop.
That looks like a rough landing.
Tranquility base here. The Eagle has landed.
Man, this shit's
Rocket tranquility. We copy you on the ground. You got a bunch of guys about to turn blue. We're breathing again. Thanks a lot.
Live, even if native is live, but
okay, Neil, we can see you coming down the ladder now. At the foot of the ladder, the 11-foot beds are only
we'll go right to the channel though. We'll go about like that. And go see what's up.
1 or 2 inches. I'm going to step off the limb now. 1 small step for man.
Ah, slip my nuts.
1 giant leap for mankind. Tony, this is so great you can't believe it. I believe it, Charlie. It's raining, Charlie. I'll give it a go, would you, Charlie? You got all your steering. It's great. Oh, this is going to be some kind
You hear
of
these motherfuckers walkie-talkies? They made a phone call to the president.
Dude, that's do you see how they're saying we're having fun, Charlie?
Bro, look up the
hippity hopping over hill and dale.
Look it up.
Look up the Canada and Mars comparison.
Canada and Mars, like some of the Look at this fool.
1 ignition. Flat away, Houston. Vector good. We're burning flat.
Good speed.
Looks good, flat. How's that make that flight? Roger.
You hear me?
That is
Look at
bullshit.
the Mars and Canada comparison. Like the Mars pictures.
Mars and
I was
Canada.
going crazy because
Yeah.
I saw my reflection in the screen. And I was
You might
like,
need to look it
"Holy
up
shit."
on Google Images.
I'm trying to see the India landing real quick.
India has
Oh, yeah, the
become now
Indian
the
moon
fourth
landing?
country.
Here's a short.
India has become now the 4th country to land a spacecraft on the moon.
Thanks for popping
After
out,
the US
Anthony.
and
Have a good
China
night,
and the
bud.
former Soviet
Yeah,
Union.
brother.
The Chandrayaan
Look at this.
3
Look
spacecraft
at that.
landed on the lunar South Pole. Look at the celebration
You see
here.
that shit?
India's space research organization is already sharing stunning photos from the mission.
India landed
Stunning.
on the south pole of
Dude,
the
we
moon.
watched the
Experts
original
believe there
moon landing a
ice,
second
mineral
ago. That was
deposits,
Look at this,
valuable
look at this.
elements there.
India has become now the 4th country to land a spacecraft on the moon after the US and China and the former Soviet Union. The Chandrayaan 3
Wow, that's real.
spacecraft
Dude,
landed
that looks
on
like a
the lunar
fucking
South
like a
Pole.
Sega
Look at the
Gen like
celebration here.
Nintendo.
India's
What is
space
it?
research
Dreamcast
organization
game. Like
is
that's
already
Dreamcast
sharing
graphics.
stunning
That's like
photos
64
from the mission.
graphics.
India landed on the
Pause this
south
shit.
pole of the moon, and
Let me
experts
see. Let me
believe
see.
there
I'm trying to go
ice, mineral
What do you want me to look? Canada, Mars, compare. Let me see.
Yeah. Canada and
Just
Mars.
type in Mars beach pictures.
Yeah, it's literally it's called Devon Island or something. Devon Island.
Devon Island.
Some shit.
Oh,
I have it
this
here.
shit?
It's like the same fucking thing.
Wait, let me see.
Yeah, it's where they took all the Mars pictures and put the robot and shit. It's up in Canada.
I have not heard about. Let me see.
I mean, that's some deep shit. That's like some deep, weird shit. But I mean, mean, all the pictures look like. I don't believe in no fucking other planets. Get the fuck out of here.
What do you think they are?
We have to pay for fucking gas, bro.
What do you think they are? I think.
Get the fuck out of here, huh?
I think the other planets might be like some kind of.
It's an illusion, bro. We can't leave this Earth. Bill Nye the Science Guy said it himself.
Bill Nye the Science Guy is full of shit.
Well, he said what reacts to what's in this Bible, bro. The dome. I'm telling you, bro.
This is some of the Mars landscape right here.
Bill Nye was my fucking hero.
There are people that believe he was actually a scientist.
No. I mean, he's obviously full of shit, and he's against like Christianity and all that. But
what was I?
When it comes to space shit, he says like we cannot leave this Earth. I kind of believe that.
Oh yeah, dude. The planets.
I think he was like Dr. Phil.
They're like light. They're like light. Some kind of light. Not light fixtures. Something. They're like some kind of like heavenly body. I don't know.
The sun is just heaven.
Sometimes.
Man, this motherfucking this fucking press conference, dude. Damn.
I'll keep that in mind, Anthony. All right, now what was it, dude? What are you watching? Is that Vince McMahon shit?
No, but we could talk about that. I don't know how dark you want to get. Ask the chat if there's anybody watching. I think there's like 4 people.
We got 3. That's good. It's not the numbers that we used to be having like 30.
Who gives a fuck?
Who cares?
But honestly,
that's why these 3 people, were able to get away with some shit. Imagine if all 3 people watching were haters. Oh, now there's 1 person watching.
Oh, they left. Whoever that 1 person is, remember them and pay them when you're rich.
You're real. Whoever that 1 person is real. We will find you.
Oh fuck, that's kind of scary.
We will find you.
We will find you. We will fucking pay you.
Man, I wish we could do like gambling streams, dude. That would be so sick. Like at the casino.
Like go to the Golden Nugget.
Oh my god, dude. That makes me so sad thinking of that. I would love to go.
What was it that
I still haven't been to a casino?
I went up here.
I haven't been to one in forever. I went to one in Idaho. They only had the slot machines though. What was it that you guys just wanted me to look up a second ago? Oh yeah.
Oh, I mean, we can look up anything. Honestly, we don't have to stay on one track. We can
hop around.
Let's shoot the shit. All right, y'all want something to think about?
What was that?
Where would Christianity be without Judas?
He
did what he was
supposed right? to do. Judas, the one that snitched and got Jesus killed, basically. Where would Christianity be without him?
Oh man, I don't know. I'm sure it eventually would have happened at the end of his life if he died as an old man or not. If you think of it like that,
it's crazy to think
about. It is crazy. The representation of the sacrifice is what it means. Judas's purpose was. There's some belief, in like the Orthodox, like Ethiopian type of Coptic, that Judas received his reward in heaven because he was fulfilling God's will. It was God's will. Christ had to be crucified to atone for our sins.
So it was bound to happen. Will. It was going to happen.
It was God's will. Anybody can atone at any moment in your life. Like the thief on the cross next to him. One of them decided to deny him, and another one right there, right before he died, he said, "Lord, please, I believe you're God."
Yeah.
But the Christianity, it was meant to be. We cannot do no cussing or nothing if we do Bible study, guys.
Yeah.
No, I was just going to point out that this book has the best rolling paper in it. Is all I'm going to say.
I've been down to having to use like the the empty sheets where it'll say Old Testament and stuff, but I've never took the words off of it though.
Me neither, man. But that blank page is perfect for
there's the thing here says thou who are the Lord wields the herb and the seed and all that good stuff. I mean, hey, it was all meant to be.
What do y'all feel about marijuana's legalization coming up? Do you feel like it'll happen, or do you feel like weed being legalized is going to make everybody stupid? Do you think weed being
I think it's bullshit that it's decriminalized in my nation's capital, but not my nation.
Wow, bro, that's nuts. Just like, yeah, let us smoke, dude.
Yeah, the weed is stronger now, though, right?
Well, I don't know, dude. It's so fucking bullshit because
high school.
all this
Definitely
Delta
not
9,
like that
Delta
shit.
11, Delta 10, all that shit, dude. Like, you don't know what you're smoking nowadays.
Exactly, bro. Stick to flour.
Bro.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd fuck somebody up if I found shit. I'd be pissed
Remember,
off.
we had that strange bud that have you told Chris
just
about?
thought
Tell
of
him
that
that
before you
story.
even said it.
Tell
Before you
him
even
this,
said it.
Chris. Didn't this when the George Floyd shit was going down? We'd all had some laced weed that made us cry and act weird. Tell him
Dude, it
here.
was fucking so crazy because, like, you would smoke this shit. It looked okay. It wasn't nothing extravaganza, but you'd smoke it and it really wouldn't do shit too much. It'd be like, okay, whatever. I'm high or whatever. But man, there'd be certain times like, and it happened like all at the same time. We all hit this shit, and it would make you feel as if, this world's just caving in on you, and like you have no control over your body. Like I was sitting on the couch and I'm just like, I start like, whoa, dude. I start like rocking back and forth, and then I'm like standing, I'm like sitting on my feet and shit, and I'm like twisting around, but I'm so coherent. I'm just like, man, what the hell's going on? I cannot control my shit. Holy fuck. I'm just like tripping.
What kind of drug did that sound like to you, dude?
It had to be some type of weird fucking spray on it or something. But the thing was, we smoked this shit so much, days and days, and then that one time I hit it, and it just made you fucking feel like you just got.
Dude, we were like, it affected us like in our how it affected our personalities too. We were like, fuck Trump for like 2 weeks. We were Black Lives Matter.
I swear to God, yes. Yes, dude. I swear on everything. I was like getting fucking brainwashed or something. It was so fucking weird. It was.
I have seen.
Needless to say, we fucking threw all that shit away.
If your weed ever comes like with purple hairs now, like like the good old classic purple Urkel, take a little nugget and wash it and make sure nothing comes off. Because I can show you a video, dude, of this guy taking like a half a pound of purple and like pouring it into a thing of water, and the water just all that purple rises on the water.
Fuck.
It's so fucked, dude.
Damn, dude.
I've never had nothing laced, thankfully. All my shit's been clean so far. I think.
Willingly,
what's the video, dude? What's the video called, buddy?
Oh, dude, I couldn't fucking tell you.
I really, that was so fucked up, dude. And that was around the time we were also like delving into the DMT world.
I smoked DMT at Beverly Beyond last year.
That shit was not fun.
The girl I was with, she was kind of a bitch and shit, though. You know what I'm saying? So she was throwing off my energy, but I still tried to have a good time.
I mean, that's what you got to do. You got to fight through that shit. I mean, if you're, you just got to fight through those feelings. Especially when you're stuck somewhere and you have no fucking choice but to deal with it.
I almost got left there, too.
Oh, that would have sucked, dude.
I would have been pissed. I would have been so angry.
Man, yeah, dude. That was some weird ass fucking shit that happened. It was so strange.
What was you doing during all that shit, Chris? What did you have going on during all that fucking turmoil in the United States, dude?
COVID.
Oh, dude. I was sitting on my ass, bro.
Hell yeah.
Who the fuck gave the WHO the right to tell me I gotta stay in my house for 2 weeks?
Oh man, I didn't stay at home. We definitely did shit.
Or who the fuck gave the government the right to tell me I have to wear a mask? You know what I'm saying? Or be ostracized from society. Like,
it was just a test, bro. It was a test to
like
see
this
what
is fucking communist China, and it's gonna affect my social credit score or some bullshit.
It was a test to see what they could have us do and like how they can control a whole nation with one
get away
virus.
with it, yep.
And they try to put that shit on Trump and all that shit. And then the vaccine came out, and then Biden claimed it, and then it went bad, and they said Trump did it. And these bitches are fucking retarded.
Yeah, it's all a blame game, man.
And the voice, the House representative voice of the White House or whatever, that one bitch, I fucking hate that bitch. What's your face? I don't even know her name.
Dude, I think it's wild that they can just dismiss questions.
What do you mean?
I know she's like, I don't want to answer
like
that.
a guy asked her the other day, basically,
you know, about how Joe Biden was fucking saying he spoke to a guy who's been dead since like the 90s.
Yep. I remember that.
And she just was like, nah, fuck you, next question. You shouldn't be able to do that.
Oh, yeah, I know. A lot of those people, though, team together and be like, well, why didn't you answer his question? And then I think she just leaves.
Mm-hmm. Which is wild, bro. That should not be a thing. Don't worry, man. The revolution will be televised.
What side are you going to be on?
Look at this fucking joke.
I'm going to be the guy that holds the guillotine handle.
You'd kill if that came down to it, like you'd kill a prisoner?
Kill a prisoner?
Prisoner?
Jerry, I could shoot my best friend in the face if I needed to. You know, like, I'm not saying that I will or I want to, but there's a certain time where it is, yes, if it is you or me, it's going to be me every time. And I think everyone feels that way.
It has to be.
You know, self-preservation is like the top of the list of survival instincts. So,
y'all seen the to see the end of the world or the that new Netflix movie? That weird.
Oh, the Civil War or whatever. No,
it has Kevin Bacon in it. Kevin Bacon's in it, and it's called the.
I quit watching Netflix.
When the World Ends.
Yeah, some shit like that. That shit was crazy though. I kind of fucked with it.
I liked it a little bit. It's like
y'all know about Netflix.
What happened with it?
About how the. Ouch. Dude, you're gonna fucking pay me at oh my god, I could beat this bitch up. Oh, sorry. What? So Netflix's founder is like the nephew of the father of propaganda.
Who's that?
I think I couldn't tell you his name, but if you type in father of propaganda, he'll pop up. Watch out.
Is he a Nazi?
Do y'all like the Jewish people?
No, he's not a Nazi.
He was probably a Jew.
Edward.
Here he is, right here.
Yeah, he's from Austria. So
Austria.
Yeah, his nephew is the founder of Netflix.
Damn. What does he look like? Oh, he looks like a Jew.
Like, no.
Wait, you guys zoom in.
Wikipedia. But you know, not all Jews are bad, though. I think a lot of the Jews that we think are bad, dude.
Aiden Ross is a Jew.
A lot of the Jews we think are bad are actually not Jews, like George Soros and so on. They're not. They're Jews and They're Jews in name only. Like actual Jews that follow Torah are like.
They're not Jewish in practice.
Yes, the ones that are Jews, they're Jewish, but they be worshiping Moloch and Ashtaroth and sacrificing babies and shit.
Like they don't recognize the Shabbat,
Zionism,
you know,
bro. That's
the Torah. You got to keep on walking on the road to Zion. Yeah. Sorry.
He was connected to the. This guy was connected to the CIA orchestrated overthrow of the Guatemalan government in 1954.
All right, guys. I love you. I have to go get paid. This bitch wants to pay me at 7:00 at night for some reason, and I'm all about that money. But I will be back.
All right, buddy.
All right, buddy.
To the chat, man. Thanks for coming out, guys. Really appreciate y'all showing up. Thanks for letting me talk, Jerry, Jordan. Y'all have a great night, buddy. I'll see y'all later.
We'll have to do this again, man.
Of course, of course.
Peace out, brother. That was cool.
Yeah, dude. The Zionism shit, dude. That's what I don't fuck with. Like, Jews are cool, but the Jews that want to practice the Zionist shit, that's like trying to take over and all that other shit. That's no good.
Mm-hmm. The ultimate goal is to try, because they believe in Satan, dude. They want Satan is their god, and they believe that they really believe they're gonna win at the end. You want to keep this going, or you want to kind of like chill now?
No, we can stop it.
Stop it here, guys. Peace out. Thank y'all for staying through to the end. The one person that stayed in the stream the whole time watching, thank you.
They probably fell asleep.
But we will be live more on Friday. I'm gonna be having some shit go on, guys. Peace, like, and subscribe.